I'll explain you more about this cheapjack, peddler, hawker while I'm explaining you about more of retailer business. This itinerants, that is the peddler and hawkers, we do more of discounting or we ask them to reduce the price. These people will actually take that particular business and then they do the trading. Now near the airport you will not see all these people. The reason is again there is restriction. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Business Studies in Vidhyashram Pure College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome here students. Now we'll go with the next session where you will understand what really internal trade is all about. We went with the wholesaler, now we are going with the retailer. So what exactly this retail trading is all about? Now, usually when we talk about retailers, what happens is we only go with what are the provision stores, the stationery stores, all those people. But let me tell you, retailer segment is very huge. When you classify it, you can't classify in only a few of the types. That's the reason many people, they went with two different types of retailer. One, we call them as itinerant, we call that as IT, that is itinerant, and one more is fixed shop, FS. Now itinerary is one of the retailing segments which we are supposed to understand, and one more is fixed shops. Now what this itinerant is, that means they don't have a proper fixed shop. That is what we call it as itinerary retailers. And fixed shop in the sense they have a strong basics, they have they will be in one particular place fixed and then they'll do all the business. And here itinerant, they'll keep on moving from one place to another in search of the customers and consumers. Whereas the fixed shop people, they will only get the customer and the consumer to their doorstep. So we can broadly classify retailing trade into two. One is itinerary and one more is fixed shop. There are many types of retailers, as I told you, in India. For proper understanding, it would be useful to classify them into certain common categories. When I say common categories here, the common category is whether they have a place or they don't have a place. So on the basis of, if you go with places, you will go with the itinerant retailer and fixed shop. Now when you understand what exactly this itinerant retailer is, you will get to know that there are few people called peddlers. Now, early morning when you are in your home, usually your parents need something for preparing breakfast. Early morning, you will get people who will actually call out whatever they have and they come to your doorsteps and give the vegetables or fruits or green leaves. Now, those people who will carry the goods by themselves and they'll come and give you the items, we call them as peddlers. That is, they'll walk and they'll come. Then we have one more, that is hawkers. We have hawkers. Now hawkers are the people, the same way they'll actually come, but they have something which is a support for them, like a cart or a vehicle, a bike. They'll come and they'll give you. That is, these people are called as hawkers. Then we have even cheapjacks. I'll explain you more about this cheapjack, peddler, hawker while I'm explaining you about more of retailer business. Now different classification have been used by experts to categorize retailers into different types. So let's check what are the types of retailers we have. As I told you that we have two on the basis of the places. One is itinerant retailers and one more is fixed shop retailers. When we go with itinerant, I told you there are too many differences between the itinerant and fixed. Now here what happens is when we go with the itinerant one, please understand, it's not information technology. So IT is what I have written. IT is all about itinerant trade according to our session right now. Now please understand here, these people, they don't have a place. They don't have a place, right? A fixed place. That is what it is, a fixed place. Now, Fixed shop retailers, they have a fixed place. Now, what really happens is when itinerant trade and fixed retailers we compare, you get to know that fixed shop retailers are little richer than the itinerant retailers. The reason is they are like a sole trader, and they don't have anybody's help. They just go and whatever they collect from anybody, that will be like a fresh one. And itinerant, they'll not preserve anything. They'll actually have the more it's like a fast moving commodity goods kind of a thing. They'll not preserve anything. They'll actually sell then and there, and they'll get the money then and there itself, right? It is not exactly like a fast moving commodity goods. They go with perishable goods more than what the fixed shop people go with. Fixed shop people will have a lot of money comparatively to the itinerant retailers. Now, if you understand this itinerant retailers, what happens is itinerant retailers are traders. When you go with traders, buying and selling is what they do, who do not have a fixed place of business to operate from. They keep on moving with their wares from street to street or place to place in search of customers. See, that is what the demerit as well as the merit is there. Let me tell you why it is a merit and why it is a demerit. Now, you have a lot of interaction with the customer. That is, you will have a direct contact with the customer. That is what the merit of itinerant retailers. But there is a demerit that you are supposed to search the customer. But whereas in the fixed shop, what happens is the customers will search the fixed shop retailers, and the fixed shop retailers, they don't need to go with all these face-to-face or direct marketing which they are supposed to do. Here, the itinerant retailers, you need to understand that if they don't have money, what happens is they need to carry the items whichever they want to sell in the market. They are supposed to carry, and they are supposed to go to street or place to place, door to door in search of the customers. Now, we have different types of itinerant retailers. I'll just write it few of these things. Now, peddlers and hawkers, as I explained you what exactly those people are. Then we have market traders, then street traders, that is the pavement vendors is also we call it as a street traders. Then we have cheapjacks. Now, market traders, when I tell you, they don't have a fixed shop. They have been given a place to run the business. But what happens is it can be changed anytime, right? It depends on a kind of agreement between the market owners and the traders that yes, at certain point of a time you can go for it. After that, you are supposed to move your goods, and you are not supposed to trade here, is what the market owners can tell the market traders. So here you need to understand that the peddlers, when I say, now peddlers and hawker, we will make a certain group where people go street to street and they sell their goods whichever they have purchased from the farmers, or they would have purchased from the wholesaler or by anybody, right? And what usually happens is they have a very minimum margin of profit, to be very frank. And usually in India, what I have seen, what I have experienced, I'll just tell you here. We people, though it can be a higher class or a middle class or a middle higher class or higher middle class, upper class, whatever we go with the categories, what we do is, this itinerants, that is the peddler and hawkers, we do more of discounting, or we ask them to reduce the price. And that too, it can be for 20 rupees, we tell him that we'll only pay 15 rupees or 16 rupees or 18 rupees or 19 rupees, but not 20. But when we go to the same kind of fixed shop, say example, our type of fixed shop is mall. Mall is a kind of a fixed shop. Though it is say 3,000 or 4,000, we don't even ask 1 rupee discount, right? We don't even ask them to reduce 1 rupee. But the reason here is, you need to understand, we feel that it is not good to ask less price in a mall. And what we do with 20 rupees or 15 rupees is, we ask those peddlers and hawkers. But let me tell you here, students, if you have any chance of buying any product with the peddlers and hawkers, what I insist is, whatever the price they charge, I'll tell you, don't tell them to reduce it. You just pay to them. The reason is they're carrying those goods, items, products, things only for you, right? So that they'll get at least a minimum of profit. So if you take that profit also, now they cannot grow. But what we usually do in the mall and all, if it is 3,000 or 4,000, we give 4,000 rupees. That's the reason the mall people are building malls like anything, but the peddlers are still the peddlers. Even if you think about it, even their daughter or son will also be a peddler, because every day they will only balance what is sufficient for them. But please don't bargain with them. Don't ask for a discount. You are supposed to just pay whatever they tell you. But meantime, there are other peddlers and hawkers also. They will charge extra. I'll tell you, for that you need to restrict. You should know what is the market value and the face value. Then you are supposed to go and pay. Don't be a person who will be a fool also. So you should be knowing what the price is and how much you can give it, and give that much, and it is enough. Now, what is peddlers and hawkers? I'll just tell you here. Peddlers and hawkers are probably amongst the oldest form of retailers. See, peddlers and hawkers are what? They are the oldest form of retailers in the marketplace, who have not lost their utility even during modern times. They are small producers or petty traders. What are they called as? Small producers or petty traders, who carry the products on a bicycle. When I say bicycle, it is a hawker. Bicycle, a handcart. Handcart is also a hawker. A cycle rickshaw, again a hawker. Or on their head. When they say on their head, they are called peddlers. Now, when they carry it by themselves, right, we call that as a peddler. If they use bicycle or any other means of transportation, we call them as hawkers. And move from place to place to sell their merchandise at the doorstep of the customers. We call them as peddlers. So please understand, peddlers and hawkers are what? They are the oldest form of retailers, and even now in the modern era also we require peddlers and hawkers, because we want door to door, and that to fresh services, fresh goods, and these people will actually go with those trades. Market traders. Now, market traders are the small retailers who open their shop at different places. See, itinerant in the sense, you don't have a fixed shop. So you will not open the place wherever it is situated. You will actually always need to change your places on fixed days or dates, such as every Saturday or alternate Saturdays or Sundays. It will actually go on. Now, many of the big towns or say small cities, we have this Saturday market where they actually will be there. So it is not a fixed shop. It is what? Whenever it is open, only then they will go. They will actually open their business, and then they'll sit for the trade. These traders may be dealing in one particular line of merchandise, say fabrics or ready-made garments, toys or crockery, or alternatively, they may be generally the merchant. What are they called as? They're already called as merchant. Street traders, we call them as pavement vendors. Now, street traders are small retailers who are commonly found at places where huge floating population should be there. Gather, for example, near railway station and bus stands. Now, you would have seen the railway station, bus stands near there. What happens is, you have all these small traders. But if you compare railway station, bus stands, if you compare with the airport, now near the airport, you will not see all these people. The reason is, again, there is restriction. Now, this is what you people need to understand, the mentality of people. Now, will the people, whoever have come from aeroplane at that point of a time, will they come, will they sit, and will they actually take all these vegetables or fruits or toys or whichever it is from the street traders? Definitely no. That's why in the terminals itself, you have a fixed shop where you have Domino's, you have US Pizza, you have so many other kind of a thing. So here what happens is, the items of common use such as stationery items, eatables, ready-made garments, right? Eatables, then you have newspapers and magazines. So all these are what? Street traders who don't have a fixed shop. Lastly, we have this person called cheap jacks. Let me tell you what a cheap jack is. Now, cheap jacks are the people who are like seasonal retailers, What usually they do is they see the season, and whatever is the favorite of that season, these people will actually take that particular business and then they do the trading. Cheap jacks are petty retailers who have independent shops of a temporary nature in a business locality. They keep on changing their business. So they keep on changing their business from one locality to another depending upon the potentiality of the area. That means if the people, they say, I'll give you an example. The cheap jacks can be like a Golgappa wala. Now, this Golgappa wala, in the sense, they'll keep on changing their places from one particular place to another particular place, usually when it comes to this schools and colleges timing. Now, when it is a school or a college time, they'll figure out which college or which school, the more the number of students will come and they'll have this Golgappa. They'll be on that particular time, that is a lunch time, or when the school will end, that is the time they'll be there. And after that, they'll actually go to one particular place where floating population is more, like a main road where they are always there, so that they can be seen and people will come and they'll have the food. Now, I just gave you an example of itinerant and I told you the types of itinerary, but I'll tell you, itinerary retailers, they don't have more capital or more investment the way the fixed shop retailers have. In the next session, I'll be explaining you about the fixed shop retailers. Until then, thank you so much, students. If you have any doubts regarding this, please call us, message us. We are always there to help you. Thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you.